Wait. Before you comment first, the Programming Cuber did it a few days ago. If a cub ate your YouTube channel, would it be called DGCubes? I think this was supposed to be a joke, but he actually spelled my channel name right, so I guess it would still be DGCubes, so yeah. Do you have any interest in chess? I like chess, I play it every once in a while, but I don't have that much of an interest in it. Like, I'm not really good at it, but I do enjoy playing it every once in a while. What's your least favorite event that you've done in comp? So for me, that would have to be one-handed, just because I really don't like one-handed all that much, and I don't have anything against it being an event. I'm just not very good at it, and I don't practice it very often. I just don't personally like doing it. Do you play Mario Kart 8? If so, gamepad, Wii Remote, Pro Controller, or Nunchuck? So yes, I do play Mario Kart 8, and I use the gamepad because why not? Did you notice you're growing a mustache? You know what? I never actually noticed that, but now that you bring it up, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. There's absolutely no way I would have ever seen that. Quick, say the first word that comes to mind. Microphone, because there's one right there. So, does that work? Here are 3 questions about the hypothetical scenario of Moyu coming out with a clock. I don't know why people are asking me about that, but I don't know. I guess Moyu can make a clock. I don't really care. If you saw a video on YouTube and Felix just woke up from a coma and looked next to him, saw a Rubiks Cube and said, "What's that?" what would your reaction be? I don't know, but my reaction to that is that you need some punctuation. No? Okay. Okay, so this person left me 15 questions, and I'm going to answer 3 of them, so let's go with numbers 2, 4, and 6. 2 is main WCA events. So my favorite event is Pyramix. I also like 3x3, 4x4, Megaminx, Cube, Square One. I like most events, but those are like my top favorites. 4 is what is the last picture you took on your phone? Okay, so it's actually a picture of the snow that happened today, and it looks really awesome, so I'm gonna put it up on screen right here. Yeah. 6 is what is the weirdest prank call you've made? So I haven't made any prank calls personally. I was in a video call a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, when Derpy made a prank call to my dad at work, and so that was pretty funny. I like your eyebrows? I like how you put a question mark at the end just to make that into a question. Do you think you'll get a Pyramix world record? Not anytime soon, but it could happen someday if I keep practicing and getting better. Do you like Back to the Future? I actually do really like Back to the Future. I've only seen the trilogy once. I want to see it again to see how wrong they were about 2015, at least the second movie, because that was a good one. Will you do a reading hate comments video? That's actually a pretty good idea. I might look into that and see if I have any really funny ones. I might do that someday. Will you be doing a searching yourself on Google video? Probably not, because I've searched myself on Google before, and all that's there is like my channel and my videos and some fake social media accounts. So, I don't know. There's not really that much there. Make a mains video. Okay, so this comment brings up a good point that I want to make. So I'm not going to be making any mains videos or any PBs videos or anything like that, because all of my mains and all of my PBs are on my website, which is linked in the description of every single video. It's dgcubes.zz.mu. So if you have any questions for mains or PBs, I'm not going to answer them in a Q&A because you could easily just look it up on my website, and I don't think it's really necessary to answer out loud. So yeah, they're all there, and I won't be making any videos on that. What program do you use to edit code? So for Python, I use Idle. For HTML and CSS and stuff, I use Notepad++, and for Java, I use BlueJ. So yeah, that's pretty much what I use. So now this person left 25 questions, so I'm going to answer 3 of them once again. I'm going to go with 2, 4, and 6. Those are some good numbers. Do you think Yushin will make a Pyramix, and if yes, will you get it? I think they should make a Pyramix. I don't know if they will, and I would probably get it if they did, because that would be really cool. Do you watch NBA? My dad watches NBA, and sometimes I'll watch some of a game with him, but I don't ever really watch an entire game. Although I have been to a couple, so I guess I've seen a couple entire games, but not that often. Although I would probably consider basketball my favorite sport to watch, so there's that. I'm just not really much of a sports person. Will you get the Yushin timer? I'm gonna have to say no, simply because... Do you have any puzzles that you can't solve or forgot how to solve? So I do have the I cube, which I got from a couple of my friends as a joke for my birthday last year. That I cannot solve. well, I probably could because it is just a 3x3 sticker mod, but I never really put in the time to actually solve it. So that's the only one. And the curvy copter, that's a pretty tough one, but I always finish it in the end. Like, I don't need a tutorial, but a lot of times I really get caught up on this one step that I just can't get past. Also, the hardest cube in my collection would probably be this one, because it's like pretty much a Siamese mirror blocks. It's from Light Take, and it's just really crazy. It is like the hardest cube in my collection, although I did figure it out on my own. It was the hardest cube that I've ever figured out, let's put it that way. It took me hours. Which would you burn, throw away, and keep? Owlong, Gans 356, and Zhanchi. So I'm gonna say that the Owlong is an Owlong V2, because if it's a GT or a V1, this would make it way too difficult for me. So I'm gonna call it a V2. Owlong V2, I would burn, because no. Don't hate me for saying that, I just don't really like the V2. I only have an old batch, so that's probably why. And throw away would probably be, ooh, that's tough. I would probably keep the Zhanchi because I really like my Zhanchi, and it was my first competition legal speed cube, because at the time stickerless cubes weren't legal. So it has some sentimental value to me. Also, it's just like a really cool cube. The Gans 356, I don't have one, so I guess I could throw it away. Do you think it's possible for a company to come out with a cube that is perfect for pretty much everyone? So that would be really, really hard to do at this point, because there are so many people who are sticking with older cubes like the Weilong and the Zhanchi and things like that, because it just fits their turning style. And at this point, everybody has a different turning style, so there's no way to really come out with a cube that can fit everybody. The only way I could really see that happening is if they had like a super adjustable cube where you could pretty much change it to meet whatever quality, like whatever standards you particularly like in a cube, but that would be really hard to make. So, I mean, I guess if they had a super customizable cube, it would be possible, but I don't know. That would be really, really hard to do. Who's your favorite cubing friend? Well, it's definitely not #Cuber. And why is it me? Dang it. Around how many algorithms do you know? I know full OLL and full PLL, so that's right around 80, a little less. And I'm learning some COLL, so that probably would add like 10 to it, so that's like 90. Some Pyramix algorithms, square one algorithms, some F2L stuff. I would say, if I had to take a total guess, maybe 150 to 200. Where's Nats 2016 gonna be? So when this question was asked, it wasn't announced, but it's gonna be in Portland, Oregon. Although I do know where Nats 2017 is gonna be, and it's actually going to be right here in my room. So it's going to be a 5-person competition, and it's actually a really good venue because we have, like, my bed is over there, that's one of the solving stations. My dresser is right here, that's another solving station. My desk is over there, that's the scrambling table. And I have a chair over there for the waiting area. And I have a chair right here and a door. The door you can get out when you realize that it's a lame competition. What happened to the space border behind you? Are you better than a rhino at Megaminx? And I mean a really talented rhino. I guess I'll have to meet a really talented rhino and then we can race. So those are all the questions I'm going to answer in this video. If you have any more, leave them down in the comments of this video. I'm only going to take them from this video for the next Q&A, so make sure to leave them here. That's about it. Thanks for all the questions, and I'll see you on my next video.